Do not underestimate the power of small gestures such as this. And at the same time,
You can start reporting the truth.
And at the same time, in Derry and in Belfast and in Edinburgh, there are other people gathered respectfully, remembering the dead without abusing one another, because that is what we do when we mourn and when we protest. And we do that unashamedly and unapologetically. Could I, however, ask for complete silence for one moment? Because while we mourn the dead journalists, terror, and that was targeted murder of journalists.
There are hundreds more. We've lost count of the amount of media workers and journalists who've been killed by Israel.
And most of them not reported by us.
We're not making any special pleading for journalists. Journalists are civilians. Journalists shouldn't be killed. Civilians shouldn't be killed. They are all protected under international law, and this is being ignored by Israel. Not only ignored by Israel, but that what Israel is doing, they have been given impunity as far as we can see by the international community.
We must also remember there were two other people who were murdered. Two ordinary civilians, dismissed as collateral damage, necessary damage in order to fulfill and meet the requirements of a war on truth. And if anything sums up the horrific attitude of the Israeli government, it is that attitude. One other point I want to make in conclusion. This is shocking, this is appalling, but it is no surprise. Long before October of last year, the International Federation of Journalists and the NUJ joined in seeking to bring Israel to the International Court for targeting journalists. This is not a new campaign. It is a vicious acceleration of a long campaign, and no one has any sort of moral superiority on this issue. What we need to do now is demand international action so that this stops, and this stops now.
And we're gathering here today to say that has to end. The impunity that Israel is enjoying, as it does, that has to end. For journalists, for civilians, for Gaza, for everyone. We want to express our solidarity and our deepest condolences, but also our profound outrage with the colleagues of our fellow media workers in Al Jazeera, also with their families. We know they are devastated. That devastation is being felt across the world by media workers, by every right-thinking person. So one thing I want to say, I don't know how we're going to do this, but journalists who have been killed, we looked back at what they said, and one thing they did not want was silence.